Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is August 27th. We're going to be talking about peace like a river. Today's devotional comes from Isaiah 48:17 through 18. Morning version of Isaiah 48 is the New International Version, the NIV version. The evening version of Isaiah 48 is coming from the NRS as in Sam, V as in Victory version. Happy Friday, everyone. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Isaiah 48 verses 17 through 18, the NIV version reads, I am the Lord your God, who teaches you what is best for you, who directs you in the way that you should go. If only you had paid attention to my commands, your peace would have been like a river, your well-being like the waves of the sea. The text says, where do you usually go to find peace? Is there a certain place, a certain person? One of the greatest gifts of God is his undeniable, unfathomable peace. It is a deep well that comes with knowing and experiencing Jesus' love. No matter where you are, where we are going, and whatever we might be experiencing, his peace is greater. Lord, I know that today will get busy. This is our prayer for this morning. I know that today will get busy. My days are full of all kinds of things, and I thank you for the blessings of children, work, study, and whatever else I am involved in. Fill me up during the day, Lord, as I dwell in your presence that is ever near. I ask for your strength to course through me like a mighty river. The evening version of Isaiah 48 verses 17 through 18, the NRSV version reads, I am the Lord your God, who teaches you for your own good, who leads you in the way that you should go. Oh, that you had paid attention to my commandments. Then your prosperity would have been like a river, and your success like waves of the sea. New International Version reads, your peace would have been like a river. NRSV version reads, your prosperity would have been like a river. NIV version says your well-being would have been like waves of the sea. And the NRSV version says your success I guess when you have prosperity, you do have a measure of peace. Although um, a person who is extremely poor can have peace. It's just odd. It's just odd to me that they would be so different. I mean, they're not so different. Well-being and success, I could see how uh, those two would correlate. Even peace and prosperity, but it's just it's a testament to how important it is to If you have scriptures that you are reading, to read a couple of versions, right? Read a couple of different versions. New King James Version is a very typical version. I like the Living Bible. And typically, the International Bible is good as well. Let's go jump into the text for the evening. The evening text says, "Grasp how deep his well runs. Lasting peace and joy does not come in the world or people around them. Lasting peace and joy does not come in the world or people around you. Although some things in life can be comforting, the true, transforming, and powerful peace only comes from our Father. And oh, how He loves when we come to His well." The prayer for the evening says, "Tonight, Lord, I take a moment to quiet my heart before you. I drink of your peace and presence. Refresh my soul." The question we have for ourselves today, August 27th, is, where do you usually turn for peace? Have you experienced the undescribable peace of God? Usually for peace, I turn to nature. I like to be outside. And oftentimes, nature is enough of a mental distraction where I'm not in this place of constantly mulling things over. You know, for some people, it's the beach. For some people, it's reading. For me, I love to be outside. And then the second question is, have you experienced the indescribable peace of God? Yes, I have had the occasion to feel um, the peace that surpasses all understanding. I have. And it is absolutely marvelous. It's absolutely marvelous. It's like um, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's almost euphoric. It's almost euphoric, especially if you've had something that just continued to weigh on you. Which is why, when people are in that grieving process, or in a process where something has happened, and it's it really is just no way to work your mind around what has happened, because it is just dropped in your lap. It's always my prayer for those individuals and their family, that God will give them his peace, his peace that surpasses all of our human understanding. Because as humans, we want to understand, we want to figure it out, we want to go back over, right? We want to reset the day, right? We can get bogged down very, very easily in the what ifs, right? um we blame ourselves, we blame others, okay? And when you have that peace that surpasses all your human understanding, when you've been granted that, okay, it's it's like it's like a cool drink of water. Not cold, it's just like the coolest drink of water that you can feel, you know, running down your throat into your belly. You can feel your belly kind of get cool as well, and then you can, it feels like the water is so cool and refreshing. You can feel it in your limbs and your legs. It's like your whole body just kind of cools down at one time, and it's euphoric. It's euphoric. You don't know how much you think about stuff. You don't know how much something is on your mind until it's until you have that complete and utter peace. You have no idea, right? Because you can get up this morning and make the kids breakfast and get yourself dressed and get yourself off to work, drop the kids off at school, be at work, go to all of the you can do all of these things and be worried about a relative in the hospital. Be concerned about um, a diagnosis that you may have gotten, right? Still functioning, okay? So it's not like you're sitting in this room and that's all you can think about. No, you're still functioning. And you'd be surprised going long term in that sort of state of mind where you're still functioning, but you still have these heavy burdens that's on your mind in one capacity or another. You'd be surprised how bogged down and how heavy your spirit can get. And so, peace like a river is, I mean, it's like a vacation. It's like turning your brain off, turning your anxiety off, turning the tenseness in your shoulders off. The knot in your back eases, right? The clench in your teeth releases, right? And if someone were to walk up and say, "Hey, what about this problem that you have?" in the middle of having this undeniable sense of peace, peace like a river. The power in it is such that if they walk up and say, "Hey, what about this?" It's like it's like Wonder Woman's bracelets, ka-ting, 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 bounce right off, baby. Ricochets right off, right? It goes nowhere. It doesn't cause you to immediately seize up. It is God's peace, the peace that surpasses all human understanding. And a lot of times it's not something you can explain. It's not something you can give to others, or explain it in a way where they're like, yeah, yeah, I got it, I got it, I got it. We all have to have our cup. We all have to have that peace at some point. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Listen, my prayer for you today is that whatever is troubling your spirit, whatever is weighing you down or causing you anxiety, I pray that God gives you peace about that thing. I pray that He gives you peace like a river. I pray that He gives you His peace, right? And that surpasses all understanding. Some of us have loved ones who are um, in bad relationships, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like bad relationships, you know what I mean? Like harmful. Some of us have loved ones and relatives and friends who may be strung out on drugs. Right? We're talking about your hands being tied. There's nothing you can go over and physically fix, right? You've got to pray about it, and then you've got to release it to God, and that requires a measure of peace. I pray God gives you that peace today, that you may rest, right? That you may have a moment of euphoric peace. Release it. All right? In Jesus' name I pray. Okay, you guys, go on about your day. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday, an excellent weekend. If you don't get to stop back by again, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend as well. I love you with the love of the Lord, and nothing you can do about that. Okay, you guys take good care. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah. I'll holla.